Que pasa? Mad Soccer. World Cup, baby. Russia 2018. 3 games today, Monday, June 18th. And here we go. How about England, huh? Harry Kane 2, Tunisia 1. I repeat, Harry Kane 2, Tunisia 1. He scored both goals on headers. The place went nuts. Let me give you the particulars. He hit his first one in the 11th minute to give England the 1-0 lead. But then there was a penalty against Kyle Walker as he put his hand back against the defender for Tunisia. He went down. Referee goes, penalty. And so then it was taken by one Ferjani Sassis. And he hit the PK in the 35th minute, made it 1-1. Let me tell you, the first half, England should have at least scored 2 or 3 goals. They were that close a couple of times, hit the post, but they kept coming on. But then second half, it was more even. Both Tunisia and England were more on an even keel. But then like in about maybe a minute into like extra time, it was about 4 minutes extra time, there was a ball that was headed in the direction of Harry Kane. He was there all alone, no defender. Boom, knocked it right in, saved England. Big 2-1 win for England. Because down the road, they're going to face Belgium, and that's the game we want to see, England-Belgium, okay? So England's up there, and then the Belgium game, that was the middle game. It was pretty evenly matched. Belgium had a couple of shots and stuff. It finished at the half. It was zip, believe it or not, at the half. I'm talking about Belgium and Panama, okay? But Panama was just totally overmatched. They kept trying and trying. They almost scored a couple of times, but couldn't do it. But then Dries Mertens, in the 47th minute, the ball came, he was on the top of the penalty area, the ball came down in front of him, and just before it came down, just before he touched the ground, he kicked it straight down, a bullet to the side of the net, in 1-0 Belgium. And then who else? The man himself from Manchester United, man, Romelu Lukaku, scored twice. He scored in the 69th, 75th, that was it. Belgium 3, Panama nothing. They're on top of the group due to goal differential. So they're on top with England second. And also the first game, we had Sweden, South Korea. This was kind of an even match. South Korea was playing their guts off. They were playing real hard. And let me see, it was about zip at the half. And then they kept coming on, but then there was a foul in the penalty area. It was disputed. Didn't look like a foul that much because the defender for South Korea had his foot on the ball. But the offensive player, you know, they got to take a dive and try to sell it to the referee. And he sold it to the referee, and he took the penalty kick. Andreas Granqvist. He got it in a penalty kick in the 65th minute. That's all she wrote. Boom. Okay? Sweden over South Korea 1-0. Alright? So those are the big 3 right there. Now tomorrow, coming up, we got some interesting games. The 8 o'clock game, alright? You got Colombia against Japan. I want to see how this Japanese team looks. And if they're going to give Colombia a lot of help. It should be interesting. Every time Japan in the World Cup, they always play a wide open, exciting game. So we'll see about that. Also, the second game, you got Poland with the great Robert Lewandowski, whose club team is Bayern Munich. They're up against Senegal. Haven't seen Senegal. Don't know how good they are, but well, I've heard that they're really good. We'll see. We'll see. Poland, Senegal, and the late game. Oh man, the late game, baby. This is it, man. Mohamed Salah has to play in this game. I repeat, Mohamed Salah has to play in this game. Russia, the home country versus Egypt. It's a big game. big game, man. If Mo Salah plays, Egypt has a chance. If he doesn't play, Egypt has no chance. I'm telling you right now, man. Egypt has to win this game. After that hard loss against Uruguay 1-0, where Uruguay scored later in the header. So they need this game. They need this game big time. Okay. Basically, that's about it, right? Because with the Russia-Egypt game, that kicks off the second leg of group play. In other words, we already went through the first, for the first 2 games tomorrow. Then the Russia-Egypt game sets off the second game in each group, which would be really exciting. I'm talking about Argentina and Croatia. That's the big game. To me, if Argentina doesn't win, I think they might not make it to. I don't think they'll make it to the second round. If they lose and they wind up with 2 points, then they got to beat Nigeria to have a chance to go to the next round. Okay, so this is a big match coming up, man. Along with like Russia and Egypt. Okay, let me look at some other like second games that we got listed here. Okay, for the week, let's see. Portugal, Morocco, should be no problem for Portugal. Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, the way it looked against Russia. Iran, Spain, that's an interesting game because Iran plays tough. They look very good, but Spain should be able to handle them. France, Peru should be a good game. Of course, I mentioned Argentina, Croatia. And, well, Brazil, Costa Rica. I can't see Costa Rica doing anything to Brazil. They'll win that game. Also, the one I'm looking for, Germany, Sweden. Sweden is going to give Germany a hard time, just like Mexico did. So, that's another game we have to look at. That's on Saturday. Oh, and Mexico will play South Korea. They play the way they played against Germany, they'll win that game. And it's turning, they win the group. And by the way, in Mexico City, all right, there was so much celebration going on, people jumping up and down, screaming everything. There was actually a seismologist who said there was a slight tremor in Mexico City. I kid you not. There was a slight tremor in Mexico City. Unbelievable, man. I want to give a shout out to my son Raul. Everybody at Smithfields Hall, the place to be if you want to go see, be in the atmosphere, seeing the best soccer in the world, the best fans in the world. Smithfields Hall, 138 West 25. That's 138 West 25th Street between 6th and 7th Avenue. My man Kieran, Richie Padro, Jordi Estevez, the whole Barcelona Peña crew, and everybody over there. I love you guys. I miss you. Maybe I might be able to make it to a game. I doubt it, but we'll see what happens, man. Until tomorrow, I'll put up a post. I keep saying post because I'm not used to the podcast, but you know, I'll talk to you later. Adios.